Meeting is now live on Facebook. Awesome. Did the link work okay for you guys? Did you use the link?
You know, Hollis, I tried the link at the bottom of the email from the most recent one and it didn't work for me.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I just put it in manually.
Okay.
But maybe you could do like a quick post on the group or something.
Yeah, I am gonna do that.
Mine worked good.
Okay.
Mine worked okay too.
It might have just been me. It looks like it's working fine because there's plenty of people popping on. So I think your link is
Well, I
okay.
just got an email saying. Okay.
Do you want me to add it into the comments of your live?
Sure, if you can. Yeah, I'm answering people who are telling me that they can't get in. So that link must not have been. Okay. There we go. Yay, okay, we're live. Hi, everybody. If anyone's on Facebook and does want to get on the Zoom, Andrea's gonna post the Zoom room in the comments.
Let me make sure I have the right one. I put it in already, Hollis. Is it 3333111122?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah. So anyone live on Facebook, if you do want to hop on Zoom, which is the only difference is that you will be able to share if you're on the Zoom call versus on Facebook, you'll just be an observer. So if you want to hop on to make it a little bit more interactive, you can. So Andrea just posted that in the comments on the live video. And yeah, we're gonna get started. And if anyone needs to leave early, that's fine. This is gonna be definitely the longest session of all of the 11 days, just because I want to give everyone a chance to share who's on the Zoom room if they want to share. And we're just gonna take it easy and let anything that needs to come out or wants to surface come out, because we're essentially setting the container for us and ourselves to have whatever experience it is that you're calling in to have for yourself today and for the rest of the year. But I also want this to be a time to really just get quiet and centered in our own beings and own energy, and take advantage of this time to set the tone for what will happen for the whole year ahead, and even beyond 2021. Hi, Sierra. Let me see who all is on here. Okay.
Hi.
Brittany. I didn't say hi to you. Hi, Elise. Hi, Gina.
Hi.
Welcome, everyone. This is an amazing group. Yep.
Hollis, just to confirm, your password is surrender, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I just put that in. Someone said they were having trouble with it, so I just want to make sure it was correct. But
that was me.
It'll work.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrea.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think, so just for the viewers on Facebook, it's going to be a little bit tricky for me to see your comments. I will check in probably a couple times throughout the ceremony, but I'll be just really transparent. I'm probably not going to catch it in real time. So if there's something super important and I don't catch it, just maybe write me a private message, or again, if you want to hop on the Zoom where you will have a more real-time chance to interact, hop on the Zoom. That's in the comments on the Facebook video that's live right now, and how to get in there. I love, oh, what a beautiful space, Galina. Yeah, I tried to showcase all of my little ceremonial tools. We'll be playing with those as we go along. And so yeah, as far as housekeeping goes, I think that is enough. Just again, if you're on Facebook and want to hop on the Zoom, you're more than welcome to do that. I'll let you in. You do have to have a password. The password is surrender. But Andrea put that link in the comments on Facebook. And yeah, welcome to everyone who's on here. This is, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Just to give you like a tiny little background about where this idea even came about. It just came to me a month ago after a really deep plant medicine ceremony that I did, and I got this download all night long, and I was writing, and in the morning I had this offering, and I was like, this is everything I've wanted to ever do since I started an online business. Oh, I'm gonna mute everyone for just a second. Let's see. Or if you guys could mute yourselves too, and then just to keep the volume clear. Andrea, how do you mute everyone?
Usually you can hover over their upper right and there's a place to do it, but sometimes you have to go into the list of participants and you can do it manually there. And you can also set it to mute everyone when they enter, but I think that's maybe for another time. There you go, you got it. Good job. Yay. Perfect. Yeah, you can click on participants and mute all there too.
Okay, awesome. That's so funny. I've spent like the whole year on Zoom, but I haven't been on Zoom for about a month since I've been creating this program. So, but yeah, just to give you an idea of where this came from, this was really divinely given to me. Like I said, it was after a plant medicine ceremony, and I've wanted to do something really collaborative, and especially with the energy of this year, offer just what I have done this year and in the last 15, 20 years since I've been on this path, with a larger audience. I stopped doing one-on-one coaching when I got pregnant. So that was a couple of years ago. And just really, my pregnancy was as much a rebirth of me as it was of my daughter. And then 2020, it has been a rebirth of us all. And I actually did a reflection on this in terms of when COVID started. It was about 9 months ago. So it's been this gestation period of like getting impregnated with this new energy, whatever it is going to be. So whatever the last 9 months have been for you right now, especially on the winter solstice, when we're, it's the longest night of the year, shortest day, longest night of the year. And that ancestrally really calls us to go inside. And it's not just today. Today does mark like the remembrance of that. But really especially if you can give yourself the time for the next 11 days as we close out this year, and because we are in the middle of winter, just to get quiet with yourself, go in, if you're like me, like I love to be surrounded by all of these totems that remind me that it's okay to be with myself and go inside and ask questions and have emotions. I just had like the best emotional release this morning. And it always comes for me like out of times of a little bit stress. I was rushing around to get ready, and then I just thought, oh my God, stop, Hollis. And I sat down and I just like bursted into tears. So that is just a good example of what this time is for, is to allow yourself to feel and be present with whatever it is. And sometimes you sit down and a name pops in your head, and listen to those cues, like call that person. Or maybe if they're someone who's passed on, take a minute to honor their life when they were here, and maybe write them a letter. So, when we get quiet, we get messages. We're really, really open to the universe bringing us messages. And the energy of today with the grand conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn is especially strong. Like I say, the veil's thin. We're really connected to the energy, the quantum field, our higher selves. And so our thoughts, be aware of your thoughts and what you're thinking right now. And don't punish yourself if a negative thought comes up, but just be aware, because we are really connected to that portal and the manifestation power of what we think manifests. It shows up. These feathers are proof of that. I thought in my head, just in passing the other day, man, the only thing that I'm missing on my altar are feathers. And I got up at 7 o'clock the next morning and took my baby on a walk. And lo and behold, 100 meters away from my house were these feathers literally laying in the middle of the path. And I was like reminded that, what we think does come into play. And this container I'm setting is, Jessica's here, is as much for you to play around with these powers that be, this energy. But I'm really setting this container with an intention to, as I'm also in this process very much, and we all are because we're going into the age of Aquarius, but to step into our own power, our empowerment, our sovereignty. And that does mean there's so much to it, but really on the thinking level, it does mean paying attention to our thoughts, because if we have, even if we have a good intention behind it, like feeling so bad for the earth and all that we've put it through, if we're continuously focusing on the feeling bad about it, we are going to attract feeling bad about other things in our life. And so we really have to get focused on what we're thinking about, on what our actions are, and trust that we already have all of that higher self energy, all of the divine energy, all of the sovereign energy, all of the empowerment energy in us. We already have it. We don't have to look outside of ourselves for it. And so this whole idea about surrender is not just an idea. It's very much, and these next 11 days are going to be very much in action of the surrender piece. But the surrender is the trust piece. The surrender is surrendering to your yoga mat and just being with your body and following the cues, but being focused on what's going on internally. The surrender piece is listening to the messages. Tomorrow, we're going to have an incredible channeled reading with Jessica, and she's going to channel messages from what our guides want us to hear moving forward. So surrendering to that and trusting, even if it doesn't make sense to you, trusting that that is something your higher self is giving to you as a gift to move forward for more manifestation power, for more energy, for more synchronicities in life. And that we're really on this magical path right now. It's opened up to us so wide and so lovingly and givingly, that we all have an opportunity to live in a way that's been completely different than we've lived. I mean, I'm going to be 38. So the last 37 years, there's just kind of like a closing the door on that and thanking it, absolutely being so grateful for all of the lessons and all of the struggles, because we all have them, and all of the blessings and beauty. And then just saying, okay, like I'm ready to step into the way humanity is forming, in this new way. There's going to be a lot of conflict. There's going to be a lot of upheaval. And it's not like we can just close the door on COVID and say, okay, that was 2020. Thanks. Have a nice day. Like it's opened us up to this transition. And the more that we can stay in a higher frequency with ourselves and be in community like this in a positive way, when you protect and honor and love your energy container, you don't have to even work on spreading that out into the world. So I believe that's the way to start moving forward in all of these transitions. And so I just welcome you, and just want to say thank you so much for being in this group and for being present, whether you're watching this live or on the replay, and really just honor you for giving yourself this time to be here. So Thank you so much, everyone. It's so nice to see everyone's faces. I hope you guys have it on gallery view. It's just really, I just also, one more thing, thank you, technology. Like, I used to have a guilt about using technology. And of course, we do need to put discipline around it. But this is so amazing, like for so many reasons. Yes, to connect us, but also for people who are a little more sensitive sometimes, it's really nice to be able to just call, you know, versus rush out into the world and have to meet at a coffee shop where there's a lot of other people around. So I'm really just want to say thank you, technology. It's helping us in ways that I don't even understand, but I do feel this new found appreciation and gratitude for it. So with that, I'll just give you a little bit of a lay of the land today. I'm gonna do a little opening session with some drumming, and I tested it out, and the volume's not great when I'm singing and drumming. I'm also feeling pretty emotional today, so I don't know if that would come out in a grand way. So I'm just gonna drum, and I want you to just allow that to kind of break up anything that's stuck. Okay, if you need to do some movement, do that. But just really like let it land on you wherever it feels necessary. This drum that I have is made of elk hide. It's from Canada. It's, you know, elk are from Oregon, or elk not from Oregon, but elk live all over in Oregon, especially in Tillamook County. And I just, every time I would see an elk after moving to the Oregon coast, you just feel the power, you feel the presence, you feel the grounding, you feel, I mean, it's almost like feeling the heartbeat of the earth when you watch a herd of elk just kind of like do what they do. They're so connected and so strong and so powerful. So I chose to get this drum made of elk hide. And yeah, I'm not gonna give you too many cues on that. I just want you to like help open up your energy space. And then we're gonna burn some, if you have any smoke medicine like incense or Palo Santo or anything like that, we'll clear the energy space. But I wanted to open with a little bit of drumming just to work out the creaks and get those like stuck places unstuck and help us really get into this grounded space to be with each other today. So welcome everybody. Welcome once again to the winter solstice ceremony. I invite you to, if you have some incense or Palo Santo, I call it smoke medicine. It's not, someone was like marijuana yesterday. I was like, oh no, I should probably rephrase that. So yeah, just burn whatever you have available to clear your energy space, and just invite anything that's willing to leave your body, leave, making room for the new, making room for us to access, the fluid quantum field that's so available to us right now. So I'm burning some Palo Santo, which is more feminine. And then I have a mix of herbs that is roses. And that I want to just give an intention for this group to safely be able to go into our heart space and feel the love from Mama Earth, and just, just the beauty that is roses. That is, and that I want to just give an intention for this group to safely be able to go into our. There we go. Okay, make sure I'm muted. Yeah, and then the sage is a very grounding herb. It's a little more masculine. So there's a good mix of masculine and feminine energies in this smoke medicine that I'm bringing in today.
If you cannot.
Good. And I invite us also to to set, let's see how I want to phrase this. It's not a protection boundary. It's not a protection around us because there's evil forces trying to get in, but an energetic boundary, just in the ability, with the intention to contain your energy really close to you, and to also have the clarity on what energies to let in and when to contain your energy and when to share it so that it'll be amplified to you. So that's really important, to have energetic boundaries. And so I'm just going to call it a protection boundary, but it's not because we're trying to protect ourselves from evil forces. It's just to contain your energy and be able to give your body and your mind the clarity on how to decipher between which energies to exchange, which to contain within you, moving here, and then into the future past the ceremony. But so we have our nice little energetic bubble, setting the container for just before I open it up to sharing, and that's going to be the next thing I'm going to ask us to do, is I want you to know that this is a safe place. Okay, so this is a safe container for you to share. You don't have to share. It's totally up to you, but I invite you to share because words are medicine, just like any of this other, crystals and sage and things like that. Words are truly medicine. And I just want to let you know that you're welcome. And this is a safe space for you. This is a safe container, not just the ceremony, but this whole container of surrender to remember. And when we share our vulnerability and when we share from our heart, that is a form of surrender. So I'm going to share my name and my intentions. And these are intentions for the present moment more so. But if you have intentions you want to share for like the year ahead, that's great. There's no right or wrong way to share. But then after I share, I will open it up and I'll call you out how you are on my screen. And so you'll have time to share your name, putting your name in the circle, and your intentions. You can share anything really that's on your heart. I will ask that we try to keep the shares to about 5 minutes or less, just so we don't stay on here all day. So yeah, that's kind of going to be the lay of the land. And then we're going to do a beautiful candle lighting ceremony after we have all of our names and all of our intentions and all of our energy put out in front of us. So my name is Hollis. My full name is Hollis Elizabeth Bailey. And I am down here in Los Cabos, Mexico. And yeah, I'm just feeling called because the ancestors and my lineage has been on my mind so much. I'm going to introduce myself as the daughter of Lon and Nancy Bailey, the granddaughter of Joan and Bob Trotman, the granddaughter of Ed and Pat Bailey. Um, and I can really feel my grandparents with me lately and today especially. And my intention today is to set this container, just like I mentioned, as a safe container for not only myself, but for a community that I really want to build moving forward, to have a safe space to go within and unlock our gifts, unlock our soul's calling, step more on our path and purpose. And that doesn't have to be any grandiose thing. That can literally be like I've mentioned before, just, my path today is to get in touch with this person because they need me. Or my path today is to, go on a walk on the beach because I need me. So that's what I mean when I say path and purpose. It doesn't have to be this grandiose thing. But really, my intentions are to continue to surrender and accept and love all that is in my lineage, all that is part of me, and all that I have to move forward to create a new path for not only myself, certainly my daughter, but this community. And I'm just so grateful that all of you have decided to join and got the calling, and just want to reaffirm that you're here for a reason. We don't connect with people because it's just an accident. We connect with people in a deep way because there's something there. So with that, thank you. And I just love one more thing before I move on, but I love this rattle. It's my womb rattle. It's an emu egg. And I just wanted to, because the ancestors are so up for me, just create a little bit of an energy portal for that to come in. Okay, so I'm going to go in a clockwise circle around the screen. So that means Galina, you're first. Would you like to share?
Yes, hi. So my name is Galina, and I totally agree. Ancestors are really high right now. My list as well. I feel them. My intention today is to heal my ancestral line and all our ancestors. I feel it's time. It's really needed right now. I live with a brain tumor, and I feel the brain tumor partially is the unresolved horrors and the emotions of my ancestors, and it's sort of protecting me. I'm highly empathic. That's why I got suffering. Well, my ancestors kind of there with me in me, and so now I think I'm strong enough. I have enough resources to let the tumor go, and I ask for healing for my ancestors. I'm from Russia, and I'm Jewish from Russia, and there's been many generations of pogroms. Pogroms is where they basically just I don't know, killed them or raped or whatever Jewish Russians, and the Holocaust, and then I'm from St. Petersburg, Leningrad, and many of my relatives died during the siege of Leningrad. So, and a lot of sufferings, and I'm kind of carrying a lot of stuff. So my intention today is to heal my ancestors and to let surrender the tumor with love, let it go. And thank you so much for being here. It's wonderful, beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Galina.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Next on my screen is Jessica.
I feel like I won a lottery. I'm next. My name is Jessica. I often go by Jess. I just woke up. I still don't have my bra on, ladies, and I don't think I'll ever put it on today. And it's cold here. I'm in Seattle in the Pacific Northwest, so I have my blanket and my coffee. And the card that I pulled for myself today is the Jaguar card. And that is actually the medicine that I respond to. I have a deep connection with big cats. And Jaguar medicine is like integrity, which to me basically means like walk your walk and talk your talk. And so a lot of what this medicine does is like, what's getting in the way of that? And what I always feel is that it's forgiveness for our mistakes. We think we have to be perfect on our pathways all the time. And this is just like a good reminder that integrity and balance allows for mistakes, allows for falling, allows for things, but it's the energy of looking at that lesson and picking it back up and keep going, you know? So I'm excited to kind of sink into that energy. And I'm glad that the Jaguar showed up today. And I'm really excited to channel for everyone. What's a beautiful opportunity with Hollis and to meet everyone here, and the ancestors energy is strong. So I just invited mine in as well to be with us today. But I'm excited to share this gift with everyone. And really what I learned about channeling is that anyone can do it. So if there's an interest and a desire and you can hold a focus and you can start to channel your guides, you can start to channel your angels, you can start to channel your team. And the biggest thing I've learned from the spirit realm is that we all have help. We all have people and guides and ancestors around us all the time. Some people might be like, oh, a little too much info there, but they really are watching over us and taking care of us. And they really do ask that we call them in for help. We have to ask. I always have heard that you have to ask because they don't want to interfere with your life. But once I realized I had that team up there, I call them in all the time. So I'm excited to see how they show up tomorrow and today and always. And happy winter solstice. What a beautiful time to be with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jessica. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be collaborating with you, co-creating with you. And what a beautiful share. And I'm also super happy that you just got a heck yeah. That's like, so I'm like kind of jealous. Okay. Is that you, Beth? Do you want to share? You're next on the screen. You're muted. Okay, now you're unmuted. Do you want to share, Beth?
Oh, thank you. Yes. So I'm really excited to be part of this and meet everybody. Alice, I'm very proud of you too for doing all this. So I'm 64 like a mom, so I get to say that. But I'm proud of everyone being on here to help bring in this wonderful solstice energy. So I'm going to do a bonfire in a little bit, and I'm trying to get out as much as I can. I'm here helping, taking care of my mom. But I guess we're doing our intentions, and my intention is to bring in love and abundance next year so I can visit my daughter in Dubai. And I also started an Herbalife business, so that way I can work from home and support myself being healthy and other people. So I want to put energy into that. And I don't know what else. You know, just I'm really I always do a lot of energy work. I've been doing this for 40 years as a massage therapist, but I'm really putting love into the viruses to disappear, into the earth grid works. I work with a lot of multi-dimensional beings, my guides. I love my ancestors. So I'm just really so excited to be here with everybody because you're all such a gift. So thank you.
Thank you, Beth. And I just, you know how certain things just stand out. I just remember the first time I ever saw your name in Eugenia's group, and I just loved you ever since. I was thrilled that you came in here. So it's so nice to be connected with you and continuing on in different groups.
Yay.
All right, Elise, you're next up. Would you like to share?
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. My name's Elise. I guess we'll go with Wandering Hummingbird for this, or hopefully. And my intention, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I've been really trying to work on, both personally and interrelationship wise. You know, seeing how I show up in my romantic relationship, and then seeing how I show up in other relationships. And then, yeah, 2020 was, I mean, I did a whole lot of journaling about this about 2 or 3 days ago, like what 2020 was, like what were the good things, what were the things to hold on to, what were the things that I can let go. And then, you know, what the word for 2020 was, and it was wow, wow, wow. And then for 2021, I guess my real big intention is just to keep on getting better, but to really have like peace and to figure out like the calmness. And I like, there's still a lot of things I want to do. Like I still want to do a lot of traveling and go to a lot of places, but there's not that like super, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do this now urge, which is kind of funny because like that urge was hitting me before like the whole pandemic hit. And then the pandemic hit. And then I was like, I already went to the places that I was like, I gotta go now. So now there's a lot of other places that I want to go, but they're not like, oh God, I have to do it like this fall, this autumn, this, you know, anything else like that. So just kind of like, I don't know, getting into 2021 and being at peace and seeing the pieces of my life that bring me peace, and kind of figuring out, like I just built a brand new website to do, it's called like The Talk. Anyway, sorry, long story short, but basically I'm building a whole new like business service thing where I sit and I talk to people about their dream schedule and their dream lifestyle, and like figuring out like what it is, and then how to go from like what it is and then work backwards to where they are now, and making every single choice for every single like job that they do, every single like day that they wake up, making choices closer towards that dream schedule and closer towards that, and then figuring. And it's funny because I did my dream schedule like 4 years ago, and I've had my dream schedule for like 3-4 years now, and now it's not my dream schedule anymore because I don't even want to work 4 days a week. Now I don't even want to work 2 days a week. So just kind of like redoing my own dream schedule as I help other people do their dream schedules, and like, you know, kind of getting there.
Awesome, Elise. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. And I'm so glad you're here. Seattle Baja sister. Another Seattle Baja sister. Okay, Gina, you're up. Do you want to share?
Sure. Hi, I'm Gina. I'm from McMinnville, Oregon. It's kind of where I'm living now. So I'm up in the Northwest area as well. I'm loving all the energy that's going on here. Andrea, like I'm digging your energy. Yeah. So it's really interesting. So I just have to say, Hollis and I have been Facebook friends for a couple of years, and I had no idea that this is part of your life, what you did, and it wasn't until about a year ago. So a lot of transitions happened about a year and a half ago, and I've always been interested in spirits and spirit guides, but I never knew how to tap into that. And I met a Reiki master who's one of my best friends, and she started introducing me to all this stuff. And within a year, I met a few shamans, a few Reiki masters, started meditating more, starting to get connected more energetically. And I'm now studying to be a shaman, energy healer, just within the last year. So, and then you came into my life, Hollis, a little more abruptly, like oh my God. And then some other people have just, I've been seeking for so long and I feel like I've settled and I'm getting grounded into what I've been looking for my whole life. And it was emotional when it all kind of fell into place. Like, this is it. This is what I've been seeking, what I've been searching for. It just feels so right, but it's also new. And I didn't realize like the whole journey I've been on my whole entire life is bringing me to this moment. I'm a counselor as well, so I did all the education and now it's time for the spiritual piece. And so my biggest intention moving into this new year and now is putting my ego aside, try letting fear go. So I keep stepping into fear, but really letting it go. The reason the winter solstice is so important this year is I've realized that darkness is a big fear for me, and I'm not sure why. And so just really allowing myself to step into the winter this year, into the darkness, and asking, just getting connected to that spiritual world. What am I supposed to see, hear, do? And Jessica mentioned the expectation. Like, I'm trying to let go of my expectation of what I think this is all supposed to look like or what's supposed to happen for me. So my intention is just being aware and present and asking for guidance and setting all of that stuff aside, the ego, the fear, expectation, perfectionism, all that stuff that has really been a power tool for me. But now I'm like, okay, I got to put these aside and move forward. So that's kind of a backstory. And I'm just so excited to be here. And I'm excited to start meeting other people that are doing the same thing. I'm filled with gratitude and just very happy right now. So I'm happy to be here. I'm glad we connected.
Yay, Gina, you're so in the right place. And I actually remember when we met, it was a lot longer ago. It was when Molly and I connected with us when I was on the Oregon coast. So that was like 6 or 7 years ago. And I was so in the spiritual closet, like like hiding my rocks and crystals when people came over, like not ever telling anyone about anything I was doing at home. So yay, I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. Thanks for coming today. Sierra, you're up next. Would you like to share?
Sure, I'll share a little bit. First of all, my name is Sierra, and I live in Idaho Falls, Idaho. We just moved here a few months ago, and it's been a really great move for us. A lot of, even though this year has been very terrible, I have to say that I'm so grateful that I don't have anybody in my life that has passed away, and I feel like that's something to really, really be thankful for, because it feels like everybody else I know has had to deal with something severely like that. And we also have had a lot of, I guess you could call it manifestations that we have been waiting for as a family that have come into fruition. So I'm grateful for that. I did pull a card out of this book I have. It's called the Illustrated Bestiary. And the card that I got was the Whooper Swan. And it's interesting because in the beginning of the description, it says, "In the darkness of year's end, Swan flies north. North is where the spirits gather, so Swan willingly carries with her the souls of the recently departed." And I just thought that was interesting, because of everything that everybody has been talking about, and obviously everything that this year has embodied as well. And then another thing that came up that I didn't think would come up, the past couple days, I have had extremely vivid visions, I guess, of my childhood with my grandparents, and even dreams, and I didn't even know why. And I've kind of seen people say things like time is dissolving and everything that has happened is happening now. And so it's been interesting to experience that, because I feel like within my life, I also have a lot of ancestral wounds, ancestral cycles to break, I feel like I have certain privileges that maybe some other people in my family haven't had. And so with those privileges, I have to heal the wounds. A big one again has been coming up is the relationship between my Grandpa Cecil and my Grandma Linda. It was crazy, but I feel that a lot of my work right now at this particular time is to kind of decipher through that and work through that and heal that. So.
Oh, that's beautiful, Sierra. I'm so glad to have you here. And that was a really beautiful card.
Yeah, the whole book is gorgeous. And I guess I should say that it says love fiercely too. And then another thing that it says is, perhaps that's why when we see Swan rising from the lake, shape-shifting into the form of our beloved, demanding the sacrifices that only the fiercest love can fathom.
You want to do this with us?
So, just a second.
Wow, that's beautiful. Oh, everyone's frozen. Hopefully we're gonna come back. Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you, Sierra. Okay, now everyone's starting to move again.
Yes, thank
I
you.
have to call the Marie and Chris.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you, Sierra.
I appreciate you having me.
Oh, it's great to have you here. It's really great to have you here. It's been good to be back in connection over the last few years. Okay, Brittany, you're up next. She's not on there though, so we can. Oh, yeah, you are.
Yep, I'm here. I just have my little spicy little Missy Poo here. So my name is Brittany Younger. I'm from Seattle as well, or Seattle area. I don't know Braxton. Oh, this is Braxton. So I guess one of my biggest intentions this year. What do you want back? No. There you go. Is to listen. So I just kind of being open and listening to what's coming in, and I'm finally about a year and a half ago, I reconnected with being an empath and actually using those gifts. And now I'm working with empaths to kind of do that same thing. And so it's just kind of, it's been a big listening game of trying to listen in and to like the guidance and not my own ideas of what needs to happen, and just listening into the wisdom from all around me and listening to those guiding voices that I get from time to time, and not time to time, pretty often, and just not dismissing them like I have throughout my life. So that's kind of my intention of just really being able to listen.
Yay. I love that. I love it. Well, I'm so glad you're here, Brittany, and thank you for sharing that. And I absolutely hold that intention for you to listen more as well. Kathy, you're up.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Kathy. I spend time between Oregon City and Bend, Oregon. It's a beautiful sunny morning here, and I'm gonna go meet a friend and do a silent forest walk after this. And then I get to lead a solstice ceremony tonight. So this is a really exciting day for me. It's really fun. I want to just give gratitude for Hollis and everybody who's here and for sharing so deeply. I've been moved by quite a few things, and I've been writing down in my Finding Purpose journal. I've been writing down little notes as you speak. It reminds me of what where I've come from and where I am and where I'm going. And I was really, I want to thank Galena for mentioning the grandmothers, because when I really think about the root of who I am, I believe it comes from them. I have one grandmother of English heritage, but with a little Cherokee mixed in way back in the day. And I have another grandmother whose family hailed from Scotland, and we actually have a generational connection. So I've always felt sort of like a Celtic princess, a priestess, I would say, but a little reluctant to be that. My intention for the coming time, I'm really trying not to focus on a new year attitude. I am trying to focus on my intention for a season, first for a day, then for a week, then for a month and a season. I think so much emphasis is put on hope and dreams and goals that we lose sight of what's in front of us and being present. So my intention is to stay present and do that through ritual. I sort of have left my own rituals a little bit. As we've been talking this morning, I've been moving around. I'm a rebel tendency. I drew 2 cards from 2 different decks and I didn't like it. So I just drew another one from my favorite deck, the moon deck. And it was the right one. It's what I needed. It is, I surrender to the power of prayer and devotion. And these are beautiful, beautiful cards. If you haven't seen the moon deck, I highly recommend it. I heard somebody say what we all say when the pandemic hit. And I'm trying to change that language for myself and describing it as the pandemic showed up, and it's asking me to show up and look within, look beyond, look forward in different ways. So my goals around my intention of ritual is I'm now a student and not a teacher, which is sort of how I knew Hollis as a teacher. And now I'm a student, and I want to stay that way for the foreseeable future. I want to go back to my healer roots. I'm a massage therapist and nutritional therapist. I've done a lot of energetic work, a little bit of a jack of all trades and a master of none. And I want to be the healer, not the hero. And I was watching a show last night, The Antidote. I didn't finish it, but it's a documentary about how kindness is going to change the world. And there's a physician who went into a homeless community and just started washing people's feet. And they set up a clinic and brought them in to wash their feet. So I plan to metaphorically, if not physically, wash others' feet this year as a way of connecting community and communicating better in community. I had a really strange dream the other night. I had a dream that I was floating in a big light gray cold water sea, and there was a huge moon-shaped iceberg, and there were people on top of the iceberg. They didn't appear to be struggling, they were just floating. And I just kept getting a message over here saying, no, don't go to the iceberg, swim over here. And so somehow I got over there, and the message was, don't just float, it's time to swim. So I have, I've been playing with my prayer beads. I have my healer shield stone here I've been rubbing, and just to share that I also have a really unique rattle that I have been using every day as part of my ritual, and I will give it to each of you as I look at your beautiful faces and say thank you and namaste.
Thank you so much, Kathy. And yes, you were very much a teacher, but you have always been a friend more than a teacher. And I just so appreciate that about you and your energy. And
thank you. I value that in you as well. Thanks.
Colleen.
I'm Colleen. I'm from Pacific City. That's where I met Hollis several years ago. And she helped me a great deal at that time. And I'm kind of new to all of this. I have a lady living very close that is an empath and several other things. She does energy healing and a lot of things. So I'm just learning. She did my numbers, and I came out that I'm in my last life. And so, you know, that just lifted a whole lot from me. I thought, wow, I can just really live now. I don't have to worry about what I'm supposed to do or what I'm going to come back to do or what I haven't done or have done. And I really, when we got shut down, I just had time at home, and it was healing for me. So I miss my family. Yes, I get to see most of them off and on, but I'm really just learning how to really connect with my loved ones. I know they're there watching me, because there's been several times when if they weren't there, I would have been in dire trouble. So that's my story. I'm just kind of learning and enjoying, I guess you could say, what's to come. I don't know, but I'm working on it. I've been reading a lot and looking around, and so I'm hoping to learn a lot from all of you who have been doing this for a while, and it's I just love it. So that's me.
Thank you, Colleen. It's so good to have you here. It's so good to be back in contact with you. You have a huge special place in my heart because I'm just so honored of the process that I got to see you in. And Andrea.
Yay! Hi, everyone. Hello. Wow, what an honor it is to hear all of your sharing, and so beautiful. And Hollis, I just honor you for starting this, for creating this, for setting this container. And it feels so much in divine timing, this perfect timing. And I just feel so grateful and honestly giddy. I'm so giddy and excited. So I'm over here like this to be with all of you. So really, really exciting. And oh, I think that's Sheila's iPad, maybe. So much in that. Hi, Sheila. I think Sheila's coming back on to share, which is really cool. Another Oregon voice. I wanted to just let everyone send some energy. This is where I am right now. I'm in Idaho, and I'm in a place called Tamarack, if anyone knows where that is. I know there's an Idaho person here. Yeah, oh, Kathy knows too. And so I'm soaking up the goodness of this mountain and snow. And as Hollis said, maybe lots of owls in those trees, I'm imagining. So, and I have some yummy crystal goodness that I was going to share with all you guys. So I'll let you know what all these are. And also, I wanted to just share that the solstice began, I believe that was around 2 in the morning Pacific time. And then the grand conjunction that we're here for was around 9 Pacific time, right when we got together. So how beautiful is that, right? And so a few things to share with you, some of the energy. Let's see. Well, we'll start with this beauty, the smoky quartz, which I talked about the other day. Grounding, the grounding and the protection from this rapid acceleration that I'm so excited about. I brought the soda light for that intuitive Aquarian energy that we're stepping into. The little bit of the quartz for some healing and goodness, and the universal crystal to kind of just bring us all together with just good vibes, right? And a beautiful true citrine from Africa for our manifestation, which I love. This one has a phantom in it. It's hard to see, but there's actually like a little phantom. So that to me is like the becoming, the inside, our inner truth is coming out. Hard to see, but there's a phantom in there. And then some fluorite for bliss. We need some bliss and some healing. And then finally to share the bumblebee jasper, which I love this sentence from, how pretty is that? I love bumblebee jasper. It's such a happy little stone, isn't it? The bumblebee jasper. And this quote from the bumblebee jasper, I think is perfect for what we're doing. It resonates strongly with the second and third. chakras, which is all about like power and rooting, and it's bringing inspiration and intensity to the realm of one's creative manifestation, right? So melding passion and purpose. And I think that that's what we're doing this next year, melding passion and purpose. I'm so excited about that. And then for my own sharing of what's going on with me, I picked these 4 out today, and I just looked at them, and the little just nugget from each one: change, the releasing of the old, the sweet release of the old, embrace of the new. And then along with change, discernment, staying grounded in the midst of that change, balanced, detached, but with wisdom and compassion. And then along with that, these are so beautiful, and they resonate with a lot of what you guys are already saying. Beautiful, what you beautiful women have already been saying. Safe to be seen. It's safe for us to be seen this year. Come out of the spiritual closet, Hollis. I love that. That was so great when you said I was chuckling at that. So it's safe to be seen. It's safe for us to be seen and to be shining our light in whatever way that that is. And I'm excited about that for myself. So excited. And then unconditional trust for the journey that we have ahead for us. So letting go, even if that feels a little uncomfortable. And so for me, what that means in a nutshell is continuing that journey of what is that light? How is that really coming out? And right now it's a lot of melding of the health and the vitality in the physical body with the energy of the spiritual and soul body. And how do I continue to embody that for myself and then support those around me in their journeys with that? So I'm so excited to be with all of you and sending you lots of love. Yay. Thank you, Hollis.
Thank you for sharing all that crystal magic, Andrea. Yay. Yay. I just love you, and I love our sisterhood, and I'm so happy you're here. And so thank you so much. And thanks for showing that picture of the owl trees. Erica, would you like to share? Erica, I don't know.
There we go.
There we go.
Had to unmute there. I've been tuned in from Facebook, but I have this new little gadget that holds my phone now, and I was getting that set up. So here I am. So I think my reason, a lot of it is just curiosity and interested in growth and learning more. Just learning more overall. I think for this year, us being home really gave me some time to focus on me again and what I want out of my own life and what I want to see, and just give me a moment to slow down, I think. So these, I think this group and this time and this session is going to be really supportive for me. I also have, I think that Kathy may have shared these, but I may have missed the picture, but I also have, oh, Kathy, yes. These are from my dear Jessica, who's on with us this morning. And I also have my whole things ready to go. So I'm prepared. I'm just really glad that this is a safe space for healing, for learning, and just for sharing and connecting with like minds. So I thank you for doing this, Hollis, and allowing us to connect.
Wow, I'm so intrigued by those cards now. I'm so
I'm telling you, Hollis, I have used these. I don't even want to tell you how many times already. And it happens. I'm just going to say there's so much energy in them that I'm like, no way, that isn't right. And it is. So sometimes I'm just thinking like, gosh, what's going on here? But yeah, just again, with genuine curiosity.
Super trust card. Super trust card.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, I see a wicked deck. Well, Sheila was on here. She's the only one who hasn't shared. So if Sheila hops back on, I'm gonna give her a chance to share. But now we're gonna move on to the next part of the ceremony, and it's just gonna be a candle lighting ceremony. And thank you everyone for putting your intentions, your name, everything that came up as you shared in the circle. So I wanted to do that first, to charge the circle with all of our energy before we do this candle lighting ceremony. So if you have 3 candles, get them. I sent out an email like asking you to get those, but if you don't have them, it's totally fine because these candles can represent the energies for you. But we're gonna do just a little moment to honor ancestors, Mama Earth, and the children. This kind of, in a way, represents past, present, future. But of course, for those of you who know what this means, and it doesn't matter if you don't, but there is no past, present, and future. It's just all one. We're all living simultaneously these timelines. But ancestors, you know, we decided to incarnate into a lineage for a reason. And I can't even believe that's coming out of my mouth. I mean, this is like such a recent surrender to that in general. I've been avoiding it like my whole life. I was like, no, I didn't choose this. Yes, I did. We all did. So we're gonna give some blessings to the ancestors, of course, Mama Earth and the children. And before, so Jessica, I don't know if you got my text message. Would you like to offer one of the blessings?
Yeah, I would love to do the Mother Earth one.
Okay, perfect. I'll do the ancestors first. So yeah, if you have a lighter and if you have your candles, you can light the ancestors. And I got just a really short blessing prayer that I found yesterday that I'm going to read. So if you have any totems as well that represent your ancestors, feel free to just bring those out in front of you and bring them really present in the circle. And this is just a really simple prayer that I found that I thought was beautiful. So everyone just take a breath and you can close your eyes, get really present with your body. So in the name of Christ consciousness, in the name of our sacred earth that registered the footsteps of my lineage, I, state your name, Hollis, modestly ask the benedictions of the divine light and manifestations of eternal love from every vibration of the cosmic mind to travel down to the roots of my genealogic tree as a balm of forgiveness and absolution. May this blessing be bestowed upon my ancestors, releasing, curing, and healing old wounds, old patterns and compulsive behaviors, transmuting, purifying, and alchemizing all the negative aspects of their actions into pure, luminous light, love, and forgiveness. I volunteer today to be their voice as we acknowledge our shortcomings and faulty attitudes. We release into your eternal source with the vibration of Christ consciousness all the negativity from all the generations that have come before me. And we are all integrated, perfect, and restored to the original beauty that we were always meant to be and represent. And so it is. Amen. Om Shanti Om. I just want to share one little thing before we move on to the earth candle, that this is actually the umbilical cord that connected my daughter and I. And of course it's special because it's hers, but I've also very much infused it with just being the cord that that gets a chance to be set free, you know, and live a different path, of course, bringing in her lineage and my lineage. But really just with she and I, like this ability to walk in our own light, and not, because in my ancestral line it was so much of just following the path of the ones that came before. And by the time it got to me, it's been a really really restricted path. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So Jessica, would you like to do the earth candle?
I would. And I'm gonna put the lyrics in the chat if you know this song and you want to sing along. It's one of the ones that I learned in my shaman training as well, and I love it. And what I love most is that Mother Earth doesn't care if you're a singer. So just belt it out. I mean, I think singing is so healing and it's really good for the throat chakra. But this is one that I like to especially sing when my feet are on the earth, but we will imagine that for now because it's kind of rainy today. So here we go. This is our blessing to Mother Earth. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I feel your heartbeat. Gatekeepers of the East, South, West, and North, we welcome you, we honor you. We thank you for being here today, creating sacred space for surrender to remember. Mother, Father, God, Grandmother, Moon, Grandfather, Sky, spirits who are healed and whole, we welcome you, we honor you. We thank you for being here today, creating this sacred space. We promise to honor you and love you and cherish you. We are holy because of you. It is so. Aho. Thank you. Ooh, I feel the energy. She loves that song, so I love singing it. I always feel so like powerful when I sing it and connect to her. She's like a source of such great feminine energy for all of us. Thank you.
Wow, that was beautiful, Jessica. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Andrea, would you be so honored to come on and light the children's candle for us?
Yes, and thank you so much, Hollis. And I have to share that, so we're in this rental cabin. Where did it even go? I found a candle. We got here before I got your instructions. So I found a candle somewhere, but we had no way to light it. So I'm just gonna like take your lighting through there. But then my husband went out to the car to look for, oh, I think he might be lighting it right now. Maybe he found one. We've been looking all morning for a way to light the candle. I think he found something because I can smell it, but he went out to the car and brought this back in, which is so significant. And I'm going to put it on right now. So this was made by my dear friend Eileen in Taos, New Mexico. And when she gave it to me a couple years ago, you actually had to reach your hand into a box of patches and they were all animals and you pull out the one, and I got octopus, and then she put it on a hat for me. And I didn't know what it meant. I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't really know. Oh gosh, look at this, you guys. The divine masculine is bringing us a candle. Oh, it's so great. And so, oh, I think it fell out, honey. Here, he'll fix it. He'll fix it while we talk. And so last night we watched a film that I'm going to recommend that all of you watch. If you haven't already, My Octopus Teacher. Who has watched that? Oh my goodness, you guys, I was so, and I realized that it was in divine timing that we watched that. And again, my husband was the one that had downloaded it. He didn't know anything about it, but he read out a list and I said that one. And I'll tell you, it is so beautiful and it builds slowly. And at the end, I was just completely moved, and it absolutely informed what I'm about to read to you, because it is about the preciousness of our connection to nature. And it is about how each and every one of us, down to the smallest animal and creature, is a child of our planet, and how every single one is so important. And there's this beautiful imagery, and the whole thing is beautiful, but beautiful images of little baby marine animals and their little egg sacs and every little organism, and how absolutely important each one is to the whole. And also the importance of creating that connection with our human children, so that they can have that connection to the great beauty that is nature. So this is what I wrote this morning, because I knew I was going to come on. I can't believe this hat just came to me. It's so great. So here's a blessing for the children. So may you be nourished, body, mind, and soul, the way you need to be. May you be free of outdated expectations and rigid restrictions, so that you may be free to fly with power in the identity of your choice. May you find your own deep connection with nature and source, so that you are able to dance lightly with the opportunities of technology, yet always feel the love and beauty from source all around, and find a balance once again with our natural world and Mama Earth. So blessings to all of you as children of the earth.
Thank you so much, Andrea. That was beautiful. Wow, and so it is. What a beautiful ceremony. Because I think it's important to move our bodies a little bit to integrate. I'm going to play a song. It's about 7 minutes long, so it's a little bit long, but it's by Paella, and it's called Blessed We Are, and the lyrics are just so beautiful. But I invite you, if you feel like it, if you feel like you need this last few minutes while we're together, to move around and just move any energy within you. That's up to you whether you dance. I'm going to get up and move a little bit, but we're going to close with this song, and then we can all go about our day doing the magical things that we're going to do with this energy. So I'm going to make sure everyone's on mute so that this song comes through as best it can. And yeah.
Blessed we are to dance on this ground, the rhythm of saints to carry the sound. We only pray for the earth, for the ones yet to come. May we walk in beauty and remember your song. Blessed we are to dance on this ground, the rhythm of saints to carry the sun. We pray for all through the days yet to come. May you walk in beauty and remember your song. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Ay, 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 ay. 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 Blessed we are to dance on this ground, the rhythm of saints to carry the sound. We pray for the earth, for the ones yet to come. They walk in beauty and remember your song. Blessed we are to dance on this ground, the rhythm of saints to carry the sound. Pray for all life, for the days yet to come. May you walk in beauty, remember your song. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Ay, 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 yo. Ay, 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 yo. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 yo. Ay, 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 yo. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Blessed we are to dance on this ground, the rhythm of saints to carry the sound. May we pray for the earth, for the ones yet to come. May we walk in beauty, remember your song. Blessed we are to dance on this ground, the rhythm of saints to carry the sound. Pray for all life, days yet to come. May you walk in beauty and remember your song. decided we are to dance on this ground. The ring on the sands to carry the sun. We will pray for the earth, for the ones yet to come. May we walk in beauty and remember our song.
So if anyone knows Kaya, I'm going to ask her for that song to be my podcast song. Oh, it's such a beautiful song. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here. And I wish you just the best of trust and surrender and good energy moving forward into the rest of your day. If anyone else has anything to share, a burning desire, I'll open it up now. Otherwise, we can all just love each other and say goodbye.
I want to add one word. My grandmother's name was Alice Grace Eason. And I think grace is a good word for this kind of community and for what we need to bring into this world right now. This is a challenging time for many, and without grace, we will be lost. So I would ask you to have grace.
Thank you, Kathy. Anyone else? And so it is, my dear sisters. This group is not restricted to women, but just because we were on here together, I am saying sisters. But yes, I honor all sisters and all brothers in this space and who we are all connected to. May we share this amazing medicine moving on throughout our day with those we come in contact with and with the rest of humanity. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.